Let me tell you about Rachel. She got offered a VP promotion, 50% raise, impressive title, leadership opportunity. She accepted immediately. Everyone congratulated her. She felt successful. 3 months later, she was working 70-hour weeks, stressed, exhausted, barely seeing her family. 6 months later, she was searching for a new job. So, what went wrong? Here is the thing, Rachel made a good month one decision, but she made a terrible year one decision. She chose based on how the promotion looked when she accepted it, not where it would lead after leaving it. This is the most expensive thinking mistake people make, choosing based on the starting point instead of the destination. Today, I'm showing you how to fix that with forward time travel, the systematic thinking move that helps you see where your paths actually lead before you commit to them. Let's dive in. Here is what Rachel did, and it's what most people do. She compared the promotion to her current situation. Current salary 120,000. New salary 180,000. Current title Director. New title Vice President. Current team 5 people. New team 30 people. Everything looked better on paper. But here is what she didn't project. Month 3. The team has inherited deep dysfunctions, major culture problems. This wasn't mentioned in the interview. Month 6. She was working 70 hours a week. The raise is eaten by childcare costs. Her relationship is strained. Her health is declining. Year 1. She realizes she traded quality of life she valued for the money she didn't have time to enjoy. Year 2. The career path is now locked into executive track she doesn't actually want. These futures are not unknowable. They were predictable from the present conditions if Rachel had projected forward. But she didn't. She chose based on month 1 appeal, not year 1 reality. This is present moment thinking, making decisions based on immediate appeal without projecting where the paths actually lead over time. It's like choosing road trip based on the first mile instead of where you will be after 8 hours of driving. Most people do this and it's costing them better lives. Before I show you the systematic way, let me show you 3 approaches that seem logical but don't work. Approach 1. Optimistic projection. Rachel thinks, sure, the team has problems, but I will fix them. I am a good leader. And maybe that's true, but here is the problem. Optimistic projection assumes best case outcomes. You imagine yourself a superhuman. You assume simple solutions to complex problems. Rachel imagined, I will handle the workload, but she was ignoring the human limits. She imagined team problems will be fixable, but she was ignoring the deep dysfunction. She also thought her family will understand, but she was ignoring the relationship costs. When you project optimistically, you are not seeing the realistic future. You are seeing the fantasy future. Approach number 2. Single timeline thinking. Rachel thinks, if I take this job, here is what will happen. And she projects one future, the most likely one in her mind. But futures are not deterministic. Multiple scenarios are possible. Best case, team responds well, culture improves. Likely case, some improvement, core problems continue to persist. Worst case, team resists and situation deteriorates. Single timeline projections miss the range of possibilities. You are not prepared for the scenarios you didn't consider. Approach number 3. Linear extrapolation. Thinks the job seems good now, so it will be good in a year. What's the problem? Systems don't work linearly. Small stresses compound. Initial excitement fades. What's sustainable for 3 months is not sustainable for 12 months. The workload that feels manageable in first month can become crushing by the 6th month. All 3 approaches miss the same thing. Realistic projection of where the paths actually lead. So what's the systematic alternative? Forward time travel is the systematic move of projecting implications across multiple time frames before making choices. It's not predicting the future perfectly, it's seeing where different paths likely lead based on what you know now. Let me show you how Rachel should have used this. Step 1. Identify critical time frames. Not all decisions need the same projection depth. For Rachel's VP decision, a major life choice, she should project 3 time frames. 3 months, where the honeymoon phase is over and reality starts to settle in. 1 year, novelty gone. True patterns are now clear. 3 years, major life implications are visible. And for small decisions, 1 time frame is enough. Major life decisions, 3 is the minimum. Step 2. Project across 5 life domains. Here is what most people miss. Decisions don't just affect one area of life. They ripple everywhere. Rachel should project across 5 domains. Professional domain. Are the skills developing or not? Career options opening or closing? Is reputation building or declining? For financial domain, what is the real income after lifestyle adjustments? What's the actual net gain? Is financial flexibility increasing or decreasing? In the physical domain, are energy levels sustainable? Is health improving or declining? What about sleep, exercise, and nutrition patterns? Relationship domain, quality time with family, relationship stress or support, social connections deepening or weakening, mental or emotional domain. Is the stress sustainable or accumulating? Fulfillment or emptiness? Growth or stagnation? Let me show you how this looks for Rachel. 3-month projection. Professional. Learning steep curve. Team dynamics worse than expected. Financial. Raise is great, but taxes and child costs are higher. Physical. 60-hour weeks. Gym membership unused. Sleep is suffering. Relational. Missing kids' bedtimes. Partner is frustrated. Friends haven't seen her. Mental. Excited but stressed. Wondering if it's sustainable. Year 1 projection. Professional. Skills are growing, but team problems persist despite efforts. Financial. Net gain after all costs about 20,000, not the 60,000. Physical. Chronic fatigue, gained weight, health is declining. Relational. Relationships strained. Kids asking why is mom always working? Mental domain. Resentment is building, regretting the choice. 3-year projection. Professional. Career locked into executive track with same problems. Financial. Money can't buy back the lost family time. Physical. Health issues requiring medical attention. Relational. Major relationship repair is needed or it's already over. Mental. Life crisis, searching for an exit. So what happened? The promotion that looked amazing in month 1 leads to an unacceptable year 3. Not because promotions are bad, but because this promotion with this team, this culture, this workload leads to a life Rachel doesn't want. Step 3. Consider second order effects. Most people see only first order effects. Get a promotion, make more money. But decisions have a second order effect. Get promotion, work more hours, less family time, relationship strain, need marriage counseling, more stress, health declines, medical costs, and so on. Ask and then what? 5 times. You will see the real implications. Step 4. Develop realistic scenarios. Don't just project one future, project 3. Realistic best case in 3 years. Team responds to leadership, culture improves, sustainable hours, career advancement, and strong relationships. Most likely case in the next 3 years. Some team improvement, core problems persist, 60-hour weeks continue, relationship strained, health declining. Realistic worst case in 3 years. Team resists change, burnout, relationship crisis, health problems, career regret. For Rachel, even the best case required unrealistic assumptions, and the most likely case was unacceptable. Step 5. Choose based on destination. After projecting, ask, which 3-year future do I actually want to live? Not which looks best right now, but which creates the life I want in year 3. For Rachel, year 3 projection, most likely scenario is unacceptable life. So Rachel makes the better decision. Decline the VP role, negotiate a different growth path at the current company, or find a VP role at a company with better culture. Not because VP roles are bad, because this VP role leads to a year 3 she doesn't want. Here is the insight. Most people think they are choosing between options. Should I take this job or stay at my current job? But that's not what you are actually choosing. You're choosing between futures. Do I want the year 3 life that comes from taking this job? Or do I want the year 3 life that comes from staying? When you frame it that way, the decision changes because the job that looks amazing in month 1 might lead to a life you don't want at year 3. And the job that looks modest at month 1 might lead you to a life you would love at year 3. Most regret doesn't come from bad decisions. It comes from choosing based on starting point instead of the destination. Forward time travel fixes that. It helps you see where the paths lead before you commit to them. And here is what's powerful. This works for any decision with future implications. Career choices, health commitments, learning investments, relationship decisions, major purchases. Anytime you are choosing based on immediate appeal, you should be projecting forward. So here is how to apply this to your next major decision. Step 1. Identify your timeframes. For major decision, use 3 months, 1 year, and 3 years. Step 2. Project across all 5 life domains: professional, financial, physical, relational, mental. Don't just project the obvious one. Step 3. Ask and then what? 5 times. See the second order effects. Step 4. Develop 3 scenarios: realistic best, most likely, realistic worst. Don't just project one timeline. Step 5. Ask yourself, which year 3 life do I actually want? And here is the key. Project realistically, not optimistically. You are not superhuman. Initial excitement fades. Small stresses compound. Systems don't stay static. The promotion that feels manageable at month 1 might be crushing at month 6. See the real trajectory, not the fantasy trajectory. Then choose based on where you want to end up, not where you are starting from. Now, forward time travel is the third of the 4 systematic thinking moves. We have covered parallel tracks, pattern extraction, forward time travel. Still to come, backward time travel. And here is what I have noticed. Different people naturally use different moves. Maybe you are great at forward time travel, you always think long term, but you never use parallel tracks and you collapse to the first idea. Or maybe you do pattern extraction naturally, but never project forward. That's why the systematic thinking scorecard is valuable. It shows you which moves you already use and where your blind spots are. It's free, takes 5 minutes, and you get the personalized insights immediately. Take it at your4moves.com/scorecard. Link is in the description. If you want the complete methodology, including projection templates, scenario development frameworks, and dozens of real world examples, check out the book Your 4 Moves. It walks through each move in depth with practical tools you can use immediately. But start with the scorecard and find out how you think. That's forward time travel. Next time, I am covering the fourth move, backward time travel. It's the systematic thinking move that helps you trace problems back to their root causes so you're solving the actual problem, not just treating symptoms. It's how you stop recurring failures from repeating. If you found this useful, subscribe so you don't miss it. And take the systematic thinking scorecard at your4moves.com/scorecard. Project one of your current decisions forward this week and see what you discover. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.